talk to you. How are you? My name is Rusty Humphries. This is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. We're going to get started in a couple of moments. When we do, I want to hear from you. I want you to check in. Let me know who you are, where you are a deplorable from. All right, a couple things we're going to talk about. One, a lying liar whistleblower gets attention in Congress for no good reason, but we'll get into that. This Laurel versus Yanni thing, what is it and why should you care? That's a big one. And then I have to go and do a short one today because being a single dad sometimes can really, really stink. And yeah, I'm waving at you. Wave back. Wave back. Have you checked in? Oh boy, is the intranet going slow today? Here we go. All right, so I want to say hi to you. Let's see here. Connie's checking in. Ron is there. Jesse's in Indiana. Mary's in Monroe, New York. Mary's in Ohio. Carol's there. God bless us each and all, she says. God bless us, everyone. Christy's there. Kentucky. Steve is in California. Tomorrow I have to drive to California. I didn't know it, Steve, but I'm driving to California. Or is it that way? It's one of these two ways. Anna's there. Donnie's there. Kara's there. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight's broadcast is powered by the nice folks at Right Wing News. Also powered by, I like that, powered by Liberty One TV. And if you haven't been to liberty1tv.com, you should go there because it's powered by. Great shows, great other hosts there, and good stuff. So go check out Liberty One TV. And also, if you would, please follow me on the HearMeOut app. Follow me, Rusty Humphries, and I update. I just did an update a moment ago. I forgot earlier today, so I'm trying to keep you posted. Terry's thumbs up at me. Florida is where Ruth is. John is in Berry Hill, North Carolina. Chantel is deplorable in Michigan. Hi, y'all. Well, hi, y'all, Chantel. Bluebird Lady says, love the truth. Kara has shared the page. That's why Kara rocks. Be like Kara and rock by sharing the page, would you please? First of all, Donald Trump did a little thing with illegal immigration. They had a little meeting talking about illegal immigration. And you know what? As usual, I'll tell you what, this president just keeps hitting it out of the park. Just keeps hitting it out of the park. Take a look what Donald Trump said earlier today at a meeting talking about illegal immigration. I believe this was in California.
And we have the worst laws anywhere in the world for illegal immigration. There's no place in the world that has laws like we do. Catch and release. Think of it. We catch somebody. We find out they're criminals. We end up having to release them. And they go into our society. Now, we do the best we can, I'll tell you. We do better than anybody. And our numbers are much better than in the past. But they're not nearly acceptable and not nearly as good as what we could have. The state of California's attempts to nullify federal law have sparked a rebellion by patriotic citizens who want their families protected and their borders secured. They want border security. They want protection. That's what we're all about. We're about protection, both from international and from, frankly, people crossing a border illegally.
Amen, Mr. President. Man, isn't it feel good to have a president that actually talks like that? I can't remember the last time we had a president that said, illegal immigration was bad. I mean, I know there was lip service with Obama and Clinton and did lip service there. Bush did lip service. Both Bushes did lip service. Ronald Reagan was lied to and tricked. But it's about time. And I am so sick and tired of being lied to by these politicians. I'm so tired of it. Democrats and Republicans, man, I'm sick of them. I don't know about you. I can't take it anymore. There was a thing today in the news, and it's a big story. We're back to Cambridge Analytica. Cambridge Analytica whistleblower says Steve Bannon wanted to suppress voters. I know Steve Bannon, okay? I've known Steve Bannon for a long time. I don't believe for a second that Steve Bannon wanted to suppress voters. Now, I can believe Steve Bannon wanted legal voters. I can believe that Steve Bannon wanted people who weren't illegal immigrants voting. I can believe that. But let's take a look-see at what he's talking about. By the way, nice pink hair, dude. Former White House senior strategist Steve Bannon and billionaire Robert Mercer sought Cambridge Analytica's political ad targeting technology as part of an arsenal of weapons to fight a culture war, according to whistleblower, pink-haired dude Christopher Wiley. Now, I believe that we are fighting a culture war, and I can believe that Steve Bannon thought that we were fighting a culture war. Does that bother you? I mean, we got guys with pink hair testifying in front of Congress. In the past couple of years, we've had to worry. Kids don't know what sex they are. We got to pretend kids are boys when they're girls and girls when they're boys. They want to be dolphins and mermaids. That's how screwed up this is. So, yes, we're in a culture war. Conservatives are losing that culture war at this point. And so, yeah, I can see us wanting to have a culture war and fight it. So that doesn't bother me one bit. All right. Steve Bannon believes that politics is downstream from culture. They were seeking out companies to build an arsenal of weapons to fight a culture war, Pink Hair Wiley said. When asked why investors thought that the political consultancy's efforts would work, targeting people based on psychological profiles. The pink-haired 28-year-old was appearing to give evidence on Capitol Hill for the first time since his decision to blow the whistle on the use of Facebook data by Cambridge Analytica and why it set off shockwaves that are still reverberating through Westminster, Washington, D.C., and Silicon Valley. Now, again, the story is not about Cambridge Analytica. That's not the big story. The story is not about Cambridge Analytica. It's not the big story. The story is not about Cambridge Analytica. That's not the story. Said it 3 times so I'd get your attention. The story is about the destruction of the conservative media. Now, again, you may be saying, oh, Rusty, you're being self-serving, and you're just, whistling and crying. No. By the way, I just pulled a cord, and one of my lights might just come down. If the light comes tumbling down, don't know what to tell you. Okay. Yeah, Cameron wants to know what stories found the destruction of conservative media. Because almost every day I'm hearing from another major conservative political company, news media company, and they're telling me we're laying off people. We're going out of business. We can't hold on much longer. The Facebook algorithms, the Google algorithms, the Twitter algorithms, all of these things under the guise of Russia and Cambridge Analytica is destroying them, where companies are down 85, 90% in traffic, and Huffington Post is up 25%. And so what's happening is you're going to wake up in a very short amount of time with nobody left. And then it'll be election time. And you're going to have a couple of, guys just doing it for fun, trying to get the story out, but they're not going to have any resources because the funds, the money has dried up, because we can't get the advertisers. Because, have you helped? Have you done the small things of following me, downloading the app of the HearMeOut app and following me? That's simple. Have you gone to virtualshield.com/Rusty and subscribed to that? That's all I'm asking for. Everybody else is asking for dollars. And for some reason, conservatives seem to think that guys at the conservative media, we should do it for free. I got to pay bills too. Everybody else does too. Now, we used to be able to do advertising based on just how many people were there. And we can't do it anymore. Liberals can. We can't. And so this is a big, 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 big deal. But I'll tell you the Cambridge Analytica story because, again, that is the, oh, look over there story. But you should know a little bit about it. Okay, so we're talking about the pink-haired dude and his lie. Wiley confirmed he believed one of Steve Bannon's goals while he was vice president of Cambridge Analytica was voter suppression. One of the things that provoked me to leave was discussion about voter disengagement and the idea of targeting African Americans, noting he had seen documents referencing this. Oh, really? You saw documents? Show them to me. Show them to me. See, there's a big difference in saying, I would like somebody to show me their driver's license or a voter ID card or something. That's a big difference than saying, yeah, we're trying to keep blacks from voting. I never heard of anybody saying it. I never met anybody saying it. Now, I will say this, having nothing to do with race, creed, color. I do believe that you should have to take a quick test before you vote. Here's how voting should work. My opinion. You tell me what you think. I want to know what you think, and I'll get back to the story. I believe that if I can go anywhere in the world and put a card into a machine, type in a 4-digit code, and get money out, I should be able to vote pretty easily, right? So I say that voting machines should be like ATM machines. I get a card, it's got a chip on it, you know it's me. I put it in, I got to put in a 4-digit code. Then, first thing that pops up are 10 questions. Who's the president of the United States? Is it A, Ronald Reagan, B, Dwayne Johnson, C, Matthew Perry, D, Donald Trump, E, Hillary Clinton? Who's the vice president of the United States? Who's the mayor? Who's the governor of the state? And you got to get 5 out of 10 right. 50%, that's all I'm asking for. And if you can't get 50% of the questions right, the thing pops up, sorry, you're too stupid, come back in 4 years. Then you should be able to vote. See, I don't believe everybody should be able to vote. I believe only people that pay attention a little bit should vote. Then maybe we wouldn't have so many stupid people voting and so many stupid laws out there. Then maybe Maxine Waters wouldn't get in. Oh, it's because she's black. No, it's because she's an idiot. Chuck Schumer's an idiot too. Well, okay. Do you like that idea? Would you support that idea of a 10-question quiz? Thumbs up, yes or yes. Or if you think I'm just being mean, frowny face, mean face. You're mean, Rusty. You're mean. Johnson, Topeka. Vaughn says never vote Democrat. Mary says you have problems in Oregon similar to California. John says big fight here in South Bend, Indiana for the Common Council upholding a veto by the mayor changing the zoning of a woman's care center so it can't be built by Planned Parenthood. My goodness, liberal politics. He said that women care centers cause dissension and hatred. Public held a meeting to prove that there has never been any incidents in the history of the Women's Care Center and ignored facts. Hashtag liars. Liars! Man, I'm tired of Democrat liars. Just like this guy coming out against Steve Bannon. Oh, yeah, Steve Bannon was trying to have voter disengagement of black people. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I ain't buying it. I'm going to drop you like a bad transmission. That's what I think. That's what I think. Andrea loves the idea of the voting cards. Let's see here. Brilliant idea for voting. Thank you. Ralph loves the show. Thank you, Ralph. Okay. back to the story. Facebook posts were targeted at some black voters, reminding them of Hillary Clinton's 1990 description of black youths as being super predators in the hopes that it would deter them from voting. How is that racist or wrong? Did she say it or did she not say it? She did say it. So what? Hillary gets a pass? She can say anything she wants and she gets a pass? That's the same thing with all these things that supposedly Russia put up. You know, I saw some of the things that Russia, they were trying to tick off people on both sides. But it didn't sway the election. If anything, Democrats should be mad that what they did was encourage the rioting from Black Lives Matter, which, by the way, so did CNN and MSNBC. So I don't know what they're all mad about. Let's see. Marilyn thinks I am ugly. You are so ugly. Well, thank you, Marilyn. That's very nice. Let's see. Wendy says Democrats can't do anything right. They're using minorities as political pawns. Yep, Wendy says good idea, Rusty. Mark says Democrat and liar, same word. Marilyn says you're so ugly. U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You're ugly. Absolutely ugly. Don't be sad. Don't be blue. Frankenstein was ugly too. Okay. Can you feel the love tonight? Marilyn thinks that I'm ugly. Well, Marilyn, I bet you're a real looker too. Oh, that's funny. Let's see some more. Wiley also explained why Cambridge Analytica was testing messages like Drain the Swamp and Build the Wall in 2014. The company learned that there were segments of the population that were responsive to these messages that weren't necessarily reflected at other polling. The whistleblower previously revealed to The Observer that the political consultancy used the personal data of tens of millions of Facebook users to help Donald Trump's election and the Brexit Leave campaign. Again, here is the issue. They still can't believe Trump won. They think it's cheating. No, the only one that was cheating was Hillary. The only one that was cheating was the Democrats and the deep state and all. Again, I hate the fact that Russia tried to get involved in our elections. But every country does it. We do it to them, they do it to us. Where it's unacceptable is our own country doing it to our own people. And that's what we know was happening. That's what we know the FBI was doing. That's what we know what Bill Clinton was doing. That's what we know what Hillary Clinton's people were doing. That's what we know as a fact. They should all be in prison. All of them. You can't do that to a constitutional republic. You can't do that to the United States of America and get away with it. All right. Anyway, so it goes on, and that's just it's just baloney. And I'm not gonna buy it. Let's see here. John says, facts destroy the liberal agenda. Keep the fight, brother. Love the liberal response of you being ugly. Ha ha ha! Typical, he says. Thank you. Let's see here. You know, here's the thing that I have said for years, and it's true. Liberals win when they lie. Conservatives win when they tell the truth. Liberals got to pretend that they're more conservative. And if conservatives stand up and say, yeah, I'm conservative, yeah. Problem is there's too many sissified, wussified, oprahfied, Obama-fied conservatives, or actually Republicans, the rhinos, and they hurt the whole group of us. But if we just stand up, stand tall, stand for what we believe in, stand for America, then maybe we wouldn't have so many damn problems. You know, look at my office here. I got a picture of the flag. And Abraham Lincoln, Sarah Palin, John Voight, video of the American flag. Marilyn Monroe. Back there, the movie was it 2016? Yeah. Ted Nugent. The other one, America, Imagine a World Without Her. Right? I'm dang proud. Oh, and that's a certificate of me being a Kentucky colonel. And that was this platinum set of albums was given to me by Journey back in the day. I've got tons of other stuff, but these are ones that I like the best. Because they're all striving to make America better. Marilyn Monroe, I don't know about that. Sarah Palin, John Voight, Abraham Lincoln, Dinesh D'Souza, the flag. Standing for what's right. And you take a listen to what the Democrats, they always have the same talking points, although the talking points have changed recently. Talking points used to be education, healthcare, Social Security. Education, healthcare, Social Security. Now it's education, healthcare, minimum wage, education, healthcare, sexual rights. It's still in two of the three are almost always the same. But the more you listen to them, the further out into crazy town they're going. It's just cuckoo go nuts. I mean, you saw what they did in Seattle. The tax on people it's just not just Amazon. Boeing's going to get nailed too. And Boeing's having some problems. So these Democrats, they just crazy go nuts, yaks me. All right, what else? Oh, can I get off politics for a minute? This thing everybody talking about. Laurel and Yanni. I woke up this morning. What the hell is Laurel and Yanni? What is this? Have you seen what this Laurel and Yanni thing is? All right, so you play this clip, and some people hear the word Yanni, Laurel, and some hear Yanni. And I'm going to explain why in a second. It's actually a pretty good article here. But I'm going to play it, and then you tell me what you hear first, and then we'll get there. What do you hear?
Laurel, 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 Laurel.
Okay. What did you hear there? Did you hear Laurel or Yanni? Now, here's a little trick. Let's play it again. Now, tell me what you think. Was it Laurel or Yanni?
Yanni, 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 Yanni.
Mm-hmm. How about this one?
Yanni, Yanni, Yanni. Laurel, Yanni, Laurel, Laurel.
Okay.
Laurel.
So, here's the deal. This happened today. It's all over the internet. Internet erupted in disagreement today over an audio clip in which the name being said depends on the listener. Some hear Laurel, some hear Yanni. So, basically what it is, and this is interesting, the New York Times traced the clip back to Roland Sosbo, an 18-year-old high school student in Lawrenceville, Georgia. And he said today that he's working on a school project and recorded the voice from a vocabulary website playing through the speakers on his computer. People in the room disagreed about what they were hearing. Some students created an Instagram poll, which was shared widely on Reddit, Twitter, and other sites. One detail may frustrate some and vindicate others. He found the original clip on the vocabulary.com page for Laurel, the word for the wreath worn on the head, usually to symbolize a victory. One way to understand the dynamics at work is to look at a type of a chart called a spectrogram. Spectrogram. A way to visualize how much strength of different sound frequencies vary over time. The spectrograms above show the word Laurel in its strongest in lower frequencies, while a simulated version of the word Yanni is stronger in higher frequencies. The audio clip shows a mixture of both. So by using the slider to manipulate which frequencies are emphasized, it makes one word or the other more prominent. So if you hear on this one,
Laurel,
Laurel,
Laurel, Laurel,
If you move it and make it higher frequencies, you'll hear Yanni. If you tend to hear more low frequencies, you'll hear
Laurel.
So that's the trick. It has to do with the frequencies. Higher frequencies, you'll hear Yanni. Lower frequencies, you hear Laurel. I heard Yanni too. Although people I would think that if you've got people with that don't have great hearing, that you would probably hear Laurel more, because the higher frequencies are the ones that usually go first. So I ain't know. I'm just that's the latest. That's the latest. Okay. Did you like Whitney Houston? Were you a fan of Whitney Houston's? There's a new Whitney Houston movie coming out in July. Now, your humble friend, Rusty Humphries, was one of the first people in the world to see Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown together before they ever announced that they were an item. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia. And I don't remember what year it was, but it was before Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown were married. No one knew they were dating. And I went to a movie theater in Atlanta and saw a couple in front of me. I didn't pay much attention. And, people want to know the answer. The answer really was, the word is Laurel. But if you have higher frequencies, you'll hear Yanni more than Laurel. Okay? Anyway, so I go to this movie theater, and I'm by myself. There was a couple. It was like an early matinee. And there was a couple in front of me. I didn't pay attention to them. I just saw their backs. And they got their ticket, and I was behind them, and they go in, and the guy at the selling tickets goes, "Do you know that one?" I go, "No." "How's Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown?" "No way." "Yeah." So I am, what's the word? I am nosy. That's the word. I am nosy. And so it was almost an empty theater. And they took, I remember it was to the right in the back, and they were like in the middle of the row. So I sat on the aisle of that same row. And the whole time, it's so awful. I admit it. This is a long time ago. But so like the whole time, I'm trying to look cool, and it's before the movie and stuff, but I'm like eavesdropping as much as I can. Just straining. I probably have less hearing right now because I was straining so hard to hear that conversation. And at one point I hear her go, "Yo, baby, go get me some chocolates and a Diet Coke." And Bobby Brown gets up and goes get her chocolates and Diet Coke and stuff. And he came back, and then she dropped something, and she dropped it over by me. Maybe trying to make a move on me. I don't know. No. And she dropped something, and so I'm a gentleman, and I reach over to hand it to her, and he goes, "Don't touch that! Don't touch that!" And I'm like, okay. And that was it for my story. But then they got married. And I always thought that Bobby Brown was probably a bunch of the trouble there. I had heard as a living in Atlanta for years that there was a lot of gunfire in houses, and it was a mess. But I still liked her. And to be honest, I liked Bobby Brown back in the 90s. What was that? "Cool it now, you better cool it now. Ooh, watch out, you're gonna lose control." What's the rap in there? Dude, I'm trying to think of that song, "Cool It Now." I just remember, "Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, if I love the girl, who cares who you like? Cool it now." All right, let's look a little bit of the preview of the new Whitney Houston movie. Why? Because it's interesting. And because we don't have to watch politics all the time here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Go ahead, start anytime.
Yeah, loneliness calls.
Her voice, I was totally knocked out.
Oh, you missed something if you don't see her live.
There were times when I would look up to God and I'd go, why is this happening to me?
I come from a family of singers.
My mom, she was a little tough on Whitney because she knew what Whitney had.
There were always a lot of secrets. When you don't resolve things and you don't deal with things, they never go away.
Tell me about Robin Crawford.
Robin was her safety net. Bobby was jealous. His heart was, he wanted to be on the stage. He wanted to be in the forefront.
And eventually, she stepped down to lift him up.
People think it's so easy, and it's not.
You got class, you got something around.
Now, one thing, Paula Abdul ain't shit. That girl is singing off key on the record. I don't really need to look.
Why didn't Sissy do more?
What was Whitney's drug of choice?
What was it that drove them apart?
How much do you think you spent?
Did John ever try and get rid of Robin? Were they in love?
You must have known about the drug use.
I never knew there was any addiction.
Do you think she understood herself?
I had fun, and that's all that matters.
Hearing her sing the Star Spangled Banner, she made people proud that they were Americans.
Yep.
I love you, Whitney.
She was beautiful.
I'm singing music from my heart.
Hot.
If I don't love you.
Yeah, I'm probably going to see that one. Probably going to see that one. Oh, I remember that rap and Cool It Now. Why you all coming down on me trying to... Oh, man, what was it? I used to have that down. Oh, yeah. Why you all coming down on me trying to tell me how my life's supposed to be? I know you're only trying to help me out, trying to show me what life is really about, but this time I'm going to make it on my own. So why don't you fellas just leave me alone? Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, if I love the girl, who cares who you like? Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. You're gonna lose control. Okay. You probably thought I was a member of New Edition back in the day, but I wasn't. See what happens when I don't get sleep? Okay. Don't be cruel. Why you gotta change your attitude? Oh. What was the one? There was another one where he did it with Glenn Medeiros. What was that song? Oh, that was a good one, too. What was that, Glenn? You remember that one? She ain't worth it. Girl ain't worth it. All this stuff that she been putting you through. Ooh, she ain't worth it. The girl ain't worth it. Glenn Medeiros, you know what that guy's doing now? If you're in the 90s, Glenn Medeiros, you remember him? I was at a luau in Waikiki at the Military Hotel right on Waikiki Beach, and Glenn Medeiros hosts the luau now. She ain't worth it, that's right. And one time Rusty wished he could sing. Now we all wish he could sing. Ouch, my ears hurt. Stop it, says Ray. I'm kind of funning with you. Actually, I was a professional singer for a long time. Okay. Anything else? Man, there's a lot of hate going on today. A lot of hate going on. What's up with the hate today? I'm just trying to spread some love and joy in a time where there just doesn't seem to be much. Let's see. This video may show graphic. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. I'm going to show here. You want to see a video where I don't feel sorry for a guy at all? Did it go away? Oh, here we go. I don't know if you saw this one. Hold on. I got to play this video. All right. I saw this video on Facebook. You may have seen it already too. But I guess this was some guy in another country tries to rob a mom on Mother's Day on the middle of the street, and watch what happens when another mom gets involved. This one is pretty freaky. Here we go. Man tries to rob a mom at gunpoint. During a Mother's Day weekend, a suspected identified as Elverton Nueves approached a group of mothers and children outside of a private school. As the assailant walked up to rob the girl at gunpoint, an armed off-duty military officer pulled out her own weapon and shot him. She fired 3 rounds to stop the suspect. However, the main reason for being on the scene was because she's a mother of 2 girls, ages 7 and 2, and was at the event to celebrate Mother's Day. Look at this guy. And he's sitting there, and she got her gun, and he's crying. By the way, he had a gun, and after the incident, the governor of Sao Paulo praised her for her bravery, but also stated the event was sad and regrettable due to the suspect dying in the hospital. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for him one bit. Not one bit. You pull a gun on women and children, and what, you're just supposed to hand them, oh, I'm sorry, okay, here, have a nice day, here's all our money, maybe you can shoot my children, maybe would you like to rape my daughter too? That'd be nice. Is that what you're trying to suggest? Anyway. So, let's see. What else is on your mind before I start wrapping it up, because I got to go get my daughter tonight. Boop, doop, 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 doo. Okay, back to Ray. Wish I could sing. Mary says, I may have lost control. Kara says, yes. Bill says, no, I don't think that. Timothy laughing. Shirley loves hearing me sing. Kara says, good lordy, why do people have to be so rude and nasty? That's what I say. Timothy says, Rusty, you're hysterical. Just great. Thank you. Break from politics. Thank you. Love you, Steve. Yes. Yes. Kicks ass, says Kara. That woman was trained, says Timothy. She reacted. Stop reading the negative. Read the good stuff. Here, brother, God, you got heart. Muscle memory, I know. I read that she was an off-duty police officer. Yes, yes, yes. Way to go. Oh, yes, saw that earlier. You go, girl. He made a bad choice. Hello. Maybe you should have tried to rob those kids and mom. That's right, says Ryan. Mary, exactly, Rusty. Good for her, says Mike. That's right. Bill says David Hogg got to him. All right, so that's about it. Anything else going on in the news? Rudy says that Mueller can't indict the president. Mueller said he can't indict the president. That's good. Senate votes to save that lousy phony baloney law, net neutrality, for only one reason. So they can tell people who aren't paying attention, oh, yeah, I'm for net neutrality, even though it's going to screw you, but yeah, I'm for it. Yeah. Gosh, I hate the lying liars that are in Congress. Boy, I can't stand them. Cannot stand them. I love you, though. I do. So do me a favor, if you would, please. Would you please go to virtualshield.com. You can see it right here. They're sponsoring the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. It's the easiest way to get your own virtual private network. Go to virtualshield.com/Rusty or enter the promo code Rusty, get 20% off. This way, your data is safe and it is secure. Also, follow me on the Hear Me Out app. Download that app. Doesn't cost you anything. Works for both Apple products and Android. Download the app. Follow me, Rusty Humphries. You have no idea how important that is, okay? Have you shared the video tonight? Give me some thumbs up before we go. I need some more thumbs up. And you know what I really want? I want some hearts. Give me some hearts. Show me some love really quick. I'm just going to spend a moment here wanting some love. Baby, 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 oh, my baby, 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 oh. That's my Justin Bieber impression. I look just like Justin Bieber, too. Okay, tomorrow night I won't be here. I got to go to Los Angeles. But I'll be back. And that's it. Appreciate you. You can always email me, rusty@rustylive.com. Find me on Facebook, Rusty Humphries, that's me, in a blue shirt, not this blue shirt, but in a blue shirt. And share the video. That's all I got. I got nothing else. I'm out. See you, my friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.